Hey class, this is the beginning of week 2. Just wanted to make a really quick video to help you navigate through our assignments for this week. Congratulations on finishing week 1 and getting everything done for that extra credit opportunity. For those of you who were able to finish my list, I gave you an incentive to get all that done so that it would be done instead of us dragging our feet and getting started. So I hope that helped you to be motivated to finish our checklist for week 1. I'm going to switch over to a different view, a look at our week 2 courses. We began talking about elements last week. The elements are just, if you haven't already figured this out, the elements mostly are going to talk about, this week we talked about sound and performing media this past week, and you should have listened to these 3 pieces and taken a quiz. So hopefully you've been able to do that. There was some extra resources like your Ed Puzzle registration that we're getting ready to use this week. And I haven't looked at the content for Padlet yet for week 1. So you can visit that and just see who's in your class and see if there's somebody in there that likes the same kind of music as you do. Maybe find something unique. So anyway, this is basically going to be the format. There's a lot of extra information for this week 1 just because of all the enrollment verification restrictions that I need to put on everything. This coming week you'll find it's much more streamlined. Hopefully you've already finished your EVA. Most of you have. Those that haven't are probably dropping the class. So I'm going to make sure that for every week that we have assignments, I'm going to also include the dates, and so you'll see these dates throughout the course. And so if you get behind or lost or something like that, I've been working ahead trying to finish up some things, but you see these dates, and so please be aware of when your assignments are due and what week that we are on. Alright, so we're going to continue on with our second week of music elements. Our goals this week are to watch this video and to read page 29 to 43 in our Smart Book online. Let me show you, make sure that you know where that is. You get into your Connect course, log in really good. I have several classes, so I'm going to get straight to our page. Over here to your right, you're going to see a link for our ebook. That will take you directly to our reading. It'll also take you directly to our Learn Smart activities. So let me go ahead and open our Smart Book. Everything should be ready for you for the upcoming week. So it will appear here, right down here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me double check. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will appear here tomorrow. After everything goes live, you'll see it here. I'm going to switch back. I don't know if I can switch back to an instructor view. But they're all there. And so make sure that you're following. I don't think it's going to be there. Your student view is going to be one thing. They're week 1. Okay, so week 2 will be here under week 1 tomorrow. It'll all go live, and on it you will see several of these Learn Smart activities. Please do not get overwhelmed with them. They have changed this with our new edition. Used to be that all the Learn Smart was put together in a big chunk, and I would select the parts. Like, for instance, I would select for week 2 rhythm, music, melody, and harmony, and the Learn Smart would ask you questions about those 4 things in your book, which also corresponds with your reading. Well, now they've broken it down into little bitty pieces. So let me just show you. This is worth 10 points. This one happens to be worth 10 points. This one is only worth 5 points. This one 5. And this one is 10. So they all add up to be 30 points of homework out of your 100 points. In the weeks to come, like in week 4, you are going to have like 8 of these listening Learn Smart activities. Some of them are only going to take you 2 minutes to do, and so they're going to vary depending on how long they take is how many points they're going to be worth. So they'll be weighted according to time and questions. All right, so just so you know, we're going to be reading about rhythm and music notation and melody. And then we're also going to be learning about what harmony means. Now, let me draw your attention. I'm going to go ahead and go on to week 3 because I want to show you something that's really pretty good. I love this. I found this today, and this is one of the hardest things for some of my students to understand because I'm not in the classroom with you. But I want to show you what your textbook has added that students in the past have not had before. So this is loading into, this is in a couple of weeks, but this is loading a page that's going to allow you to see something really great. So anytime that you see something that looks like this, make sure that you take advantage of this video and watch it. I know it's 5 minutes, but let me tell you, it's going to explain a lot to you, and you're going to understand a lot more if you watch all of these videos. This is actually a guy talking about the things that you're going to be reading about. So let me just do a little preview for you. Music texture is one of the hardest things for any of my students to grasp.
Melody and harmony are both used in a piece of music. We can begin to describe its musical texture. Musical texture refers to how many different layers of sound are heard at once, whether they are melodic or harmonic, and how they are related to each other. There are 3 types.
So this gentleman is going to continue talking about musical texture, which is what we're getting ready to read about, but he is actually going to show you and demonstrate what a homophonic texture sounds like, what a monophonic texture sounds like, so that you can better understand the difference between these terms. I promise you it will be the best 5 minutes of video you will watch throughout the course of this semester. So when you get in your smart book, please watch these extra videos. This is one of the best things that they've done for us in this new edition. So I'm really excited for you for those, because it kind of takes the place of what I used to do in the classroom when I would have a keyboard out, or I would demonstrate things, especially with elements. And for those of you who are non-musical, you really need to watch all those extra videos, and so it will pay off tremendously. All right, so I'm going to go back to your week 2 assignments. I'm not sure how many of those are in the Learn Smart activities, but they are in there. So remember, to finish the Learn Smart, we have to go into the actual practice questions. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back into it one more time. We have to go back and finish all the practice questions. And so once you're done reading, then you need to go into the view that allows you, I don't know what this is doing. It's been quite a week. Lots of things have been going on trying to get you guys into this course and everything else. Okay, well, I'm not going to go back into it. If you need to review about the how to get into the Learn Smart, the activities where you get the grade, I need you to look back on week 1 video. All right, another thing, some of my students have encountered that the grade for some of their listening did not show up immediately. And so I need you to make sure that you listen 100% to this piece. Answer all the questions. I think yours are at the bottom of the screen. Mine are at the top. So make sure that you've answered all the questions and that you submit. If you do not see a grade immediately, then I just need you to wait. Check back and see, because for some reason they're just downloading really slowly in the grade book. Okay. Now, the next thing that I need to talk through really quickly, make sure that you are following all of these week 2 Connect assignments. You can get directly to that website, and I need you to get directly into MH Education, the Connect website, using your student email and using the link from Moodle. If you don't use that, then it's going to be difficult for me to download your grades into Moodle anytime that you complete an assignment. All right, so going into our video, our first Ed Puzzle assignment, you can log in directly from this website, and that's really the easiest way. I've already got the page up here, so I'm going to go straight to it. They're going to be up and coming, but this is what you're going to see. And I know these are out of order. I can't always control the order that they copy in, but you're going to start with part 1, go to part 2, then to part 3. Part 4, I'm working on. And so they've deleted it from YouTube, and so my jazz class had this assignment last week for week 1, and it's disappeared. So I'm going to have to try to recreate it somehow, but look for part 4, then conclude with part 5. And so when you get into these assignments, you are going to have the video stop, and it's going to ask you a question that goes with what you just saw in the video. You only have one opportunity to answer that question. And so literally this is what you're going to see. You must push play, and when it gets to a stopping point, you can't manipulate how fast you watch this. And you can always go back and watch it again. And then when you get to this question, it's going to come up over here, and you must choose the multiple choice question that best answers the question. If you need to go back and review before you answer, just use this little blue ball to do that. So between these 2 questions, you can go back and you can get that information again. I need you to take note. You may not do this assignment more than once. You only get one opportunity. You may not change any answers, so please listen carefully. If you really bomb it and you mess up, contact me and I can reset the whole thing. That means you have to start all the way over. And so try to do your very best to get everything done the first time. Okay? And so just make sure that you log into our Ed Puzzle class. It's going to show up right here. Won't show up until tomorrow when it's due. All right, and then I'm going to go back to our assignment page. I just need to make sure that you realize that anything that you see here on Moodle, that like these McGraw-Hill assignments, that I will download all of the grades. Ed Puzzle assignments, I will actually manually submit the grades into Moodle Grades. Lastly, use this as a resource. This is Unit 1 PowerPoint presentation. You'll have one of these for every unit. This goes from weeks 1 to week 3 because that's when we're covering Unit 1. So look in that. That should help you kind of understand the content for Unit 1. Hope you guys have a great day. Contact me with any questions. My time is up.